Hi, welcome to Dark Souls 3. We're going to have a look at Iudex Gundyr. He is the first boss. He can be quite challenging just because he sort of comes out of, well, nowhere while you haven't had a chance to level up. He's got some pretty brutal attacks. The quickest way to get to him is to head around this way to the left. So kill that guy and then jump across here. Don't miss the Titanite shard. I know it's Titanite, I just think it's funny to call it Titanite. Jump over there. That's an easy one to get early on. There's also some firebombs, but if you drop down here after getting that, and then there's a drop kill here. There we are. And then a dude with an arrow that you can pretty much just lock on and sidewalk, or roll under if you like. Smack him, and then through there to fight Iudex. But if you head up this way to grab the firebombs, in his second form he's pretty, not resistant, weak to fire. This is the word I'm looking for. But bear in mind you've only got 5 of them and you can't buy more, so you definitely want to time their use right. And I'll show you a little bit of that later, but honestly don't worry about it. But you'll see here the firebombs do, I mean, not a huge amount of damage, but it's an easy way if you've got nothing else at range to chuck firebombs. But just be wary of getting hit in the face. It kind of sucks if you are like that, see? And then obviously if you've used them you can't go back. Anyway, quickest way to get to him, round here, roll under that guy, smack him around, get him back. Drop down there off the left to make sure you don't take full damage, drop kill that guy, kill the guy with the arrow through here, and pull the sword, and this is the first boss fight. We'll have a little bit of a look at his attacks. Ideally you want to be smacking him in the face, not changing the weapons while he's getting up, get a few free hits in. And you can actually, well, he's got this sort of swipey attack there which you can pretty much roll around. And we'll have a look at sword and shield as well. He's got this one which you want to watch out for, the grab. It doesn't actually do that much damage, but if you're close to the edge you might get tossed off, so be wary of that. And also then you'll be at range and he'll come in with a spike and it's just generally a nightmare. He's got this double stab, which is pretty easy to block or roll under, and then the swinging one there, which again you can roll under or just keep away. So it'll be swing, stab, swing, and then a jumping attack as well. Oh no, there we go. Swing and shoulder, and then here comes the jumping attack. You can parry this. You can parry almost all his attacks in that mode. But let's have a little look at killing him quickly, or parrying first. If you stand at a distance like that, you can get a parry in, and it'll do a pretty healthy chunk of damage. You can see almost a third of his health just over off at the beginning. You don't even have to be facing him to parry. And again, it's just got a huge amount of damage on him. And then just when he transforms, stay close, get a whole bunch of damage in, and you'll actually stun him pretty effectively. When he's in his second form, the attacks you want to watch out for, the hand splat, that's a nasty one. The hand grab, move forward and swing, that's pretty evil too. He does a sort of chompy bite, and fall down. You can sidestep that one pretty easily. And then that sort of head squish there, so watch out for all of those. But rolling is honestly, I think, your best strategy here. Roll to the left or the right, doesn't really matter, just watch out for the swings. And if you stay really close to him, actually a lot of his attacks will just miss by default. Be careful of your stamina, that's definitely something to watch out for. There was the grab there, so you want to try and stay around behind him. But yeah, just roll under those attacks, get a couple of hits in, and roll away. I'm using, whatchamacallit, I want to say defiled, I don't mean defiled. Took a bit of a hit there. You want to judge his attacks by when or judge your rolls, see if you knock him down like that. You can get a couple of free hits in. And then if you just stay close and punish him in this mode, he usually goes down again. I had to heal, sadly. But just keep hitting him, watch out for the drop. And he'll drop to his knees again, and that's going to slew like that, and that's going to give you plenty of time just to smack him about. It's actually not too difficult to fight. The problem is most people that I've seen will try to stay at range, and that's actually where he's hardest. Parrying, if you're a thief, is actually phenomenally easy. Just you want to stay away and bait that attack. It's much harder to parry with the Merc's shield. There you go, you can parry from behind as well. It's much harder to parry with the Merc shield. The downside of the thief is that if you don't parry, the dagger does so little damage. It's kind of painful. You can see I don't lock on very much, which is actually probably a mistake. You kind of want to keep him in your vision at all times. If you take damage, just roll away, bait an attack, heal up, and then roll back in. You've got 3 Estus flasks, so you should be in pretty good shape. Watch out for the swingy attack there, but just get around, get close. When he looks like he's going to do an attack, just roll behind him because he tends to attack in front like that. And you can cut him down pretty easily. There you go. Job done. Now, sword and shield. This is actually remarkably easy. I don't really use a sword. I don't really use a shield in Dark Souls. But I thought I'd do it for completeness. Watch out, your stamina goes down obviously every time you block, so make sure you're not holding your shield up all the time or your stamina will also regen very slowly. But you just want to block these attacks, get in close. There you go, then get another attack in after your stamina's back up. That hit there where his sword goes into the ground, you've actually got a little bit of time to close in. But obviously be aware that when you're taking hits, there's the grab. When you're taking hits, it's hemorrhaging your stamina, so you can't then go in and spam your weapon. If you really want to be tricksy, you can block the weapon, switch to two-hand and do a bit more damage. But it's not really my style. You'll see my favourite character is the Merc with the twin scimitars. And I'm actually doing a playthrough at the moment with a friend where she's doing all the playing. It's her first game and she's terrifyingly good. It's like first game she's ever played, so the first 10 hours we're learning how to use a controller, and now she's just kind of cleaning up bosses with the original Merc swords, twin scimitars. You can see here, just block his attacks. It might take a lot of stamina, but the ones that take a lot of stamina you've got plenty of time to recover because they tend to be finishing moves. Watch out for grab and swing, and then getting close. Again, staying close when he's in both forms is really the way to do it, I think, personally. There you go. Probably could have sped this up a bit, but you can tank an awful lot of damage with this shield. I wouldn't recommend blocking with any other class because their shields don't block 100% of damage, so not only are you going to be wasting stamina, you're going to be running out of health as well. Slowly getting whittled down. And with such a small health bar, it only takes like one miss hit for everything to go a bit wrong. Getting the attacks and getting smacked in the face is more like it. But yeah, just walking around, shield up, waiting for those openings. There we go. Just whittling his health down little by little. Playing the dangerous game there with no stamina. Very close. I did think about staying in close for one more hit, but he put his head down. That's that. So not too difficult with the sword and shield. With the Merc, this is not actually me playing. This is Briar, my friend. This is you'll see. She's got a very different style to me. She likes to toe-to-toe bosses. Yeah, well, although she's backing away now. But you can see her rolls are pretty decent. She gets hit in the face. But again, it's if you want to not have a shield up, make sure you back away. She does tend to over-roll a little bit. She's still getting used to stamina management, so it's probably a pretty good example of why you want to be wary of this stuff. But you'll see here, what she does is, I think she does it on this one, just stays in close. She's not really wary of stamina at this point. I think this is her like 4th attempt at this boss. But stays in close and pummels him and just knocks him to his feet and then just keeps the punishment on. So the second stage you can actually really hurt him. I think this is the first time she made it to this stage and was a bit freaked out, so wasn't really aware of dodging rolls. But yeah, just getting close, punish him like that. It's a pretty decent way to do it. I can't really add much to that except to say I probably would have rolled his attacks a bit more. And then I thought I'd do the Sorcerer just for completeness. Oh my god, is this guy easy. I wish I'd taken him all along. You just charge up your staff and keep your distance and wait till he doesn't attack and then hit him in the face. Except I just missed twice. There you go, wait until his attack finishes and then you'll get a pretty decent amount off on him. This is obviously running at 2 times, but you can see the ridiculous amount of damage that you can do just with a basic spell. One more hit and man down, and you don't really even have to worry about stamina that much, which is nice. There we go, dead. So I was reading that sorcerers are quite tough at the beginning. Maybe they get tougher after this first boss. Who knows? Anyway, on the left, farming equipment. On the right, the symbol of avarice. Not just farming equipment, also good farming places as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments, as always. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of Briar's fighting too. I will see you in the next video. Bye.